Well everyone, let's start our normal generic day.
Generic? We have adventures almost every day. Being chased by a diesel, meeting the goddess, discovering an abandoned town, rescuing the master of the railway, and wasn't it last week we saved you from Redneck Island?
True, but at the end of the day, we go back home and continue our jobs.
Jobs? You do almost nothing all day.
That's not true. I'm a mixed traffic engine, which means I can pull any train.
Any trains that you want to do?
Yeah, but at least I pull trucks, unlike you.
Alright, don't fight about it. After all, we have a big day ahead of us.
Every day's a big day. What are you doing? Delivering a giant balloon to an open field?
Well, this is a big day because we have an old engine returning back to Sodor.
Well, as long as it isn't the idiot from yesterday, I'm good. He needs to go.
So, who is this agent, sir? Well, my great-grandfather used to own this agent back in the day, before he got Henry and Gordon. Wait, is Eagle back?
Eagle's dead, Percy. So, who is he, sir?
I think you mean she, Henry. She helped Edward and Eagle on the main line back in 1918, and pulled the express.
Maybe she'll take it back from you, Gordon.
Huh, I doubt it. I'm the fastest agent on Sodor, and I don't think an agent from years ago will replace me.
Ah, and here she is now. Everyone, meet Sandy.
Hello.
Greetings.
Yo.
Hiya.
Morning.
She's red?
I don't believe it. It's nice to see you again, Sandy.
Edward, how are you, old friend?
Never better. Though I thought I'd never see you again.
Well, here I am. We should talk when we get the chance.
Indeed we must.
Oh hey, both you and Sandy almost look alike, James. Perhaps you could be twins.
Ooh, a bit of a bad taste there, Thomas.
Oh shit, sorry James.
Thanks.
Well, I'm London, Brighton, South Coast Kick-Ass, actually.
Oh wait, really? I'm from Brighton too! I think I might have seen you, maybe.
There'll be plenty of time to catch up later. Now everyone, you know your jobs you're scheduled to do today. So Sandy, since it's your first time being back here after so long, I would like you to be paired with James so he can show you how to handle slow goods.
Alright, sir.
Well, at least we're getting new female characters. Right, Emily?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so this is the yards where we store all the trucks, vans, and tankers. Usually Rosie's here, but she's getting her flask replaced, so we have to take over with the shunted work until she gets back. Now, open trucks and flatbeds go to the left siding. Vans and tankers go to the right.
Alright then. So, how long have you been here?
Since 1925.
Oh, so few years after I left Sodor, I must say, a lot of things have changed from 90 years ago, but I'm sure I'll be able to get used to things.
Yes, but at least you're getting a tour from the most splendid red engine on Sodor, even if I had to pull these rotten, filthy trucks over some lovely coaches.
Well, I personally don't mind. We are mixed traffic engines after all, that can pull anything.
Ugh! I would prefer to leave jobs like this to the engines best suitable for the task.
Well, I'm sure the railway could paint you black if you're worried about getting your paintwork dirty.
No! I shall not do that! Ah!
James, are you okay?
Now look what's happened! My turner's off the track and I'm gonna be delayed!
Oh, I can take that train for you.
You? But you don't know the line yet.
Well, the slow goods are to stop at every station, right?
Yes, but...
I think I'll be able to manage. I'll see you soon, James.
Oh yeah, sure. Travel down the main line while I'm stuck in the yards. Can someone bring me the breakdown train, please?
Hello there. You must be Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, you've heard of me?
Why, of course. Who hasn't heard of the #1 engine on Sodor? And these are your coaches, Annie and Clarabel.
Oh, you're correct, Sandra.
We're sure if you remember us, but it's good to see you again, Sandy.
Ah, yes. I think I remember you two back then. You were both local express coaches, right?
That we were, Sandra. But that time of our lives whizzing down the main line is over for us both. Now we both enjoy the calm ride up and down the branch line with Thomas.
That is, until Thomas has another one of his races with Bertie again.
Huh. Well, it's good that you all got to see each other again. Just don't mind us, we're waiting for our line to be cleared.
That's fine. I'm waiting for the goods from the branch.
There. Just in time. Sorry for being a little late, you two. The points into the sign were jammed, trapping Percy in, but we managed to set him free.
Oh, that's quite alright. I can make up for lost time.
Well, at least you're a lot more friendlier than James is. He would go ballistic if any of us was late.
Not to worry. After all, things like that can happen on a railway. I should know, as when the Northwestern Railway was still brand new, there were plenty of things going wrong back then. Well, I best be going. See you guys later.
See yous.
Goodbye, Sandra.
See you later.
So, that was Sandy. She seems like a hard-working engine.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I'm off. See you, Toby.
Oh, wait, hold on, Percy. I need your help, please. What do you need, sir? I need you to go into the carriage shed and pull out the 5 old coaches in the sidings and take them to the steamworks. They're going to be finally overhauled and refurbished. Oh, okay, sir. I can do that.
What are you planning to do with those coaches, sir?
Well, Toby, because I can trust you to keep a secret, I am planning a welcome home party for Sandy when the time comes, and the coaches shall be rebuilt as replica coaches of the ones that she used to pull back on the Orient Express.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Though, what happened to the original coaches?
Scrapped, I suppose. I couldn't find any information about them past 1939, and I very much doubt they're still around. But let's keep this a secret between us, Toby.
My lips are sealed, sir.
Morning, Sandy. I thought you were working with James.
Oh, James had a little accident in the yards, so I offered to take his train.
Well, I'm sure someone's ought to save him. Plus, you'd be doing him a favor, as he hates slow goods. It sure is nice to have you back, Sandy. Work wasn't quite the same when you left.
It does feel nice to be back, Edward. Though a lot has changed over the years. But I still remember some old places, like this, back in the day.
You'd get used to it, my dear. If only the others could see you now.
Oh yes! How are you all getting on? Colin, Lily, Matthew, Neil, Glyn and Eagle. I hope they're all doing alright.
You see, Colin, Lily, and Adams were all sold away to the mainland one by one. Now they're retired. Or, at least Colin and Adams are. We haven't heard anything from Lily. The 3 S&M engines, sadly, all of them have been scrapped long ago. Glyn was last seen on the Farquhar branch, which is ran by Thomas now. But he was moved years ago, but we don't know who moved him and where. And Eagle... He's dead, Sandy. He was blown up along with Timoth Station when he tried to save us.
Oh. I'm so sorry, Edward. I didn't realize how many of my old friends are gone now. I hope they're all in a better place now.
I'm sure they are, Sandy. Thank you. Oh, that's for you, Sandy. We'll talk later on tonight.
Bye, Edward.
See you.
We all know that you don't like shunting, James, but that doesn't mean you have to derail yourself to get out of the job.
Hey, it wasn't my fault. That new engine was distracting me.
Really? Where is Sandy anyway? I thought you were supposed to be showing her the railway.
She took my goods train, leaving me here to shunt.
Well, you were more useful as a shunter anyway. Perhaps she may take your job on the main line and leave us some peace.
Ooh! She's not gonna steal my job. I'm the most splendid red engine on this island.
Not anymore. Might as well have to pass down the torch.
Doing some shunting work, James?
Quiet work, isn't it?
Shut up, you two. I hate doing this.
I wondered where you went off to. I saw Sandy at Vickerstown earlier before I left. She seems quite nice.
A hard worker, unlike you.
I do work hard.
Oh please, you can't even take a fucking goods train without complaining.
You're one to talk, Gordon. You end up in the ditch just to get out of pulling one.
Shut up, Henry.
Hey guys.
Hey, Sandy.
Hello, Sandy.
Well, she can steal my goods work all she likes, but so long as I stay on my passenger trains, I'll show her who's the best red engine.
Ah, come on, James. You could at least give her a chance.
A chance to do what? To show that she's better than me? It's only a matter of time before she takes away my passengers, and I'll be nothing more but a shunter.
Well, look at the bright side. At least Rosie will have a new friend.
This is not funny, Gordon.
Well, not to you, but for me, it's hilarious.
Now, just stay here, my beauties.
Where on earth is James? This train is supposed to leave in 5 minutes.
Oh, perhaps I can help, sir.
If you think you can handle it, Sandy, I don't see why not. Get yourself covered up.
Will do, sir.
Wait, where are my coaches going? Stop, thief!
James the Red Engine, where are you running off to shouting like that?
My passengers are being stolen, sir!
They are not. Sandy is pulling your train for you, as you were busy shunting.
But that was my train! I was scheduled to do it!
James, I think you would be more useful if you continued your work, rather than complaining about who took what from you. Because as of right now, Sandy has been doing all your work when you were supposed to be helping her.
hard day shunting, James?
Oh yes, and a nice whole day of being ignored and treated like a shunt engine did wonders too.
What's the matter, James? Normally you'd be over the moon that you didn't have to pull any goods trains today.
Normally yes, Edward, but having my passengers taken away from me too is another thing. This whole day, Sandy has been doing my jobs and leaving me to do all the dirty work shunting for all you engines. I shan't stand by while she replaces me.
Really? Where'd you get that idea from?
She's red, mixed traffic, and she's red.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you lot. The flying keeper's calling my name.
No, Henry, please, take me with you.
Oh, hey Henry, where are you going?
Oh, he's pulling the flying kipper tonight, Sandy. He'll be back in the early morning.
I do it a few times a week. It's not that hard. So, where are you going to sleep tonight, Sandy?
Oh, well, I don't know. I was thinking maybe at Knapford Sheds if there's room.
Well, if you like, you can sleep in my shed. I won't be using it until much later anyway.
You don't mind? Thank you, Henry.
Come on, Sandy. I was about to head home anyway.
See you two tomorrow.
Night, Henners.
Good night, Henry.
I cannot believe we're having this conversation about Sandy. I mean, this is more a terrible idea than the game you thought up last week. It's time to play Who Stole the Drugs?
Was it me?
Was it me?
I think it was him.
Fucking pink fairies everywhere.
I'm just saying, she couldn't replace any of us. Even you, Edward!
James, just give her a chance. She was a very useful engine back in 1917.
Well, she doesn't have to leave Sodor. She just has to work far away from us. Why not Bill Godric? Actually, no, that's not far enough. Kurt Ronit's better.
We have a guest sleeping with us tonight, lads.
Ah, what are you doing?
Henry offered me his berth for the night. It was quite nice of him to offer.
So, where would you be sleeping then?
Well, I've yet to officially meet the other engines, but once I do, I think I'll be sleeping at Knapford Sheds.
Oh, so you'll be our neighbour?
Excuse me, Sandy. If you left Sodor before Henry arrived, how did you survive this long?
Well, it's quite the story. Are you sure you want to hear it?
No!
Very well. It was the beginning of 1921, and back then, I was the express engine. I was getting ready for my return journey until I was approached by two businessmen. They said they were looking for an engine to pull their own Orient Express for their friends and family. It gave me a lot of time to think about, but Edward said I should go and see the world. So I agreed, and was given 5 coaches, 2 luggage cars, 2 sleeping cars, and 1 dining car. Everyone wished me good farewell as I set off to see the world. For the first few years it was amazing. I went to France, Germany, Italy, Belgium and Austria. But in the late 30s, more family and friends came aboard, which led to more coaches being added to me. Admittedly, I'm not a very strong engine, so the more I carried the weaker I became. I did get help from engines who gave me a push or travelled with me until the next station, but it wasn't enough and I was retired from the Orient Express. Luckily, a passenger who came with the Orient Express still saw me as useful and made me his private engine back in England. Unfortunately, war broke out in 1939 and I had to be shut up in a shed until it was over. Even with the bombing over, modernization was another threat and I was rarely used. The only company I had was the family and their friends who bought me. It wasn't until a few months ago the family thought it would be better if I was a working engine again, and I was sold to the Northwestern Railway. And here I am.
Well, you certainly have been busy.
Until I was stuck in a shed. But it was a good run. But funny enough, the Bluebell Railway were hoping to preserve me back in the early years. But they couldn't afford me at the time, for they needed the money to maintain their tracks, so I stayed in my shed until then.
Wait, so what happened with your Orient Express coaches?
That I do not know about. I think they're scrapped.
My, an Orient Express is such an honor to pull. You would quite like to have the privilege to pull one of those.
Indeed, I was. It was an experience for sure. But I think simple, smaller work like this is much more suitable for my size.
Well, if that's the case, perhaps you and James could work together. You'll be like the Red Donald and Douglas.
I wouldn't mind that in the least.
Oh, no. By all means, I think you can handle all my jobs, Sandy. You're such a really useful engine, you wouldn't need my help at all.
Is he alright?
Don't mind him. He gets a bit pouty here and there. He'll be better in the morning.
Hello there. I don't think we've met. I'm Sandy.
Oh, hey there. I'm Adam.
You're an E4, right? You look familiar.
Maybe. Though there were plenty of my kind running those rails.
Well, it's still nice to meet you.
Same too. I've heard a lot about you, traveling the world with your Orient Express.
I don't think the engines have mentioned you, though. When did you first come to Sodor?
It was back in 200.
But how did you... Who was that?
That is Martha. She always has a temper on her, but at least she gets the work done. Though, everything is usually broken.
And was she saved from scrap?
Oh, no. She was built out of the remains of an E2 that used to live on Sodor.
Hello. I'm Sandy.
Martha.
So, Martha, have you organized the trucks in the yard?
Yes, Dad. I've done it.
Without breaking any of them. Best get the spares. They should be at Ellsbridge.
Duh!
You'll get used to her.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. Now I best be getting back to the yard. Billy and Charlie are completely hopeless by themselves.
Morning, James.
You got the Loca again?
Well, yes, I do. But if you like, you can take this train for me.
Yeah, taking pity on me. Thanks, but no thanks, Sandy.
Oh, come on now. I can tell you like pulling this train. If you're not going to take it, I can help you to shut in the yards.
Okay then.
Great, I'll see you in the yards.
Hey Martha, what are those you're shunting?
Broken trucks.
Perfect! Say, how would you like to help me get rid of Sandy?
Why?
Because she's gonna replace someone.
I don't like anyone.
She's gonna replace me.
I don't like you.
She could replace you for shunting.
I don't like my job.
Could you at least give it to me?
Sure, here you go.
Also, what's the next train to be taken out?
The hell should I know?
There you are, James. Thanks for getting some more trucks.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, James, you've heard about my life story. Care to share yours?
It's not gonna be as grand as yours was.
Don't be shy. Go on. I'd love to get to know more about my new friends.
Alright, fine. Well, I first arrived in 1925, and on one of my first days, I had a accident with some trucks because my brakes be made out of wooden blocks. Then I crashed into a field where Thomas rescued me.
Oh my. I hope you weren't too hurt by that.
Well, no, not really. It looked more painful than it actually was. But after Thomas rescued me, I was fixed up with new brakes and given this lovely red coat.
Really? What color were you before?
I was originally black with red stripes.
Oh, you must have looked pretty smart back then. But you look more splendid in red, black, and a touch of gold too.
Well, why thank you, Sandy. I suppose your red is just as good as my own too.
You should have seen me before I arrived on Sodor. Back on the LBSCR, I used to be painted brown.
Brown? Oh, dear. I mean, I think that would look nice.
Oh no, I agree with you. Brown's a decent color, but it was just a bit too, yucky for my taste. And red was so much flashier to look at too. Even Eagle was a bit jealous of it.
Eagle? You knew Eagle?
Yes, he was part of the railway back then, when I was still around.
He was my brother.
Oh, I do see the resemblance now. He was a nice engine, pretty choky, but always helped an engine out if they needed it. Sorry for your loss, James.
That sounds like him, alright. It's okay. Thank you, Sandy. We should probably continue working. The train isn't gonna shun itself.
Right. Don't mind me. I'm just going to take some of these trucks to Oswald to be out of the way.
That's fine by me. Don't be gone for too long.
I promise I won't be.
Hello again, Sandy. Doing well today.
Very good, thank you. I had been helping James with the shunting. He's not that much of a pouty engine as I thought he was.
I told you he would be better in the morning.
Come on now. Nearly there. Ah! Why has everyone gotten the... Oh, shit!
Were those trucks moving by themselves?
They must have snapped off from Henry passing by. We must warn the main line.
Don't worry, I'll chase after them.
Sandy, wait!
Sandy, what on earth are you doing?
Quickly! You have to rush out of station. Runaway trucks are coming. Are you okay, James?
I think so.
Sandy! James! Are you okay?
We're fine, Edward.
Come on, Edward. Let's get Rocky to help clear this up.
And I gave chase, sir, warning the engines along the main line about the runaway, and I luckily managed to stop James before he could leave.
That was very brave and quick thinking of you, Sandy. But I would like to know why there were broken tracks on that train.
I'm afraid that was my fault, sir. I didn't realize they were broken when I was shunting them and I coupled them to the train.
Ah, dearie me, Sandy. I suppose you are still getting used to being back into working order after so long. Just be thankful nobody got hurt.
Sir, that was my fault. I took those trucks from Martha and was trying to cause an accident with them, as I thought Sandy would take my job being a more useful engine than I am.
James, I am vastly disappointed in you. You should have known better than becoming jealous over a new engine. Every engine on my railway is really useful, hard-working, and never gets left in the dark or shunted away. We work together as a family, and don't go sabotaging other engines just so you can have the spotlight. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. As for your punishment, you shall be shunting and pulling goods trains until I can trust you again.
Ugh.
So you were jealous of me?
Well, you're red, mixed traffic, and could do anything better than I could.
Do you want some help tidying up?
Yes, please. Oh, there you are, Sandy. Coming to the station. There's a big surprise for you.
A surprise? What could it be?
Well, come and see for yourself.
What's going on here?
You'll see.
Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and engines. Now, 93 years ago, my great-grandfather bought Sandy to help with the passenger works on this railway, which she did so well she got to pull her own Orient Express across Europe. Sadly, her coaches are long gone, but thanks to the men at the steamworks, we can revive a bit of the past with these. Welcome home, Sandy, the Orient Express engine.
My Orient Express coaches. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Excuse me, sir. May I request James to help double-head this train for me, please?
I don't see why not. Get yourself covered up, James.
Thank you, sir.
Just like the old days.
So, do you think you're gonna miss your old life?
Nah, as long as I'm with my friends and you, I'm happy.